Good morning to all. It's a beautiful Friday morning. So we made it through the week by the grace of God. Salamat. Thank you sa Panginoon. And now, it's beautiful today. It's warm, it's hot. It's only like 6:15 and the sun is out already. Anyways, the other day I picked up my guitar, you know. I picked up my guitar, just desiring to play a couple of songs. And I noticed that my guitar was out of tune. I just tuned it last week, and yet it's out of tune again. I realized na, string instruments like guitars or even my ukulele, if I don't tune it often, siguro a few days I have to tune it because there are things that would affect it to get out of tune. Like for example, ang quality ng string, a humidity of the day, the kind of wood, all those internal and external things affects the tune of the instrument in being kept. And so I realized, and like I was remembering, Jim and I shared in a worship team's like a retreat, and one of the things that I pointed out there is that our heart is just like a stringed instrument that needs constant tuning and retuning, kasi because it does get out of tune, So, the Bible tells us that we should guard our heart because from it comes the issues of life. So that is very, very important. That's why we only guard the things that are of value, diba? Right? We don't guard our garbage can. We don't guard the city dump, but because there's nothing of value in there. But we do guard, like for example, the banks. We guard our money. We guard our jewelries, anything. We guard our homes. That's why we put, like for example, we put like CCTV, we put like burglar alarms, because these are the things that are of value. So, I grew up on singing. I grew up in a church singing hymns. I love hymns, and that's why I hope that some of the churches here would even start going back to the hymns or incorporate hymns in their worship, because talaga the hymns are great. And one of the hymns that I remember is the hymn that says, "Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace." That's the first verse. And there is a verse that says there that thy grace now like a fetter. And so I have to look at what does fetter mean. Fetter is like a chain that one binds on the feet para you won't wander. And one of the verses there says that let thy grace now like a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Wow, because why? Because our heart is prone to wonder the God that we love. That's why it's important to guard our hearts, that we keep it always close to the Lord, and we won't allow anything to creep into our hearts that would sway us from our Christian walk. Kasi the heart is deceitful above all things. Sinabi yan, the scripture has warned us, because it's prone to wander. That is why it's good to keep close to the Lord every single day. If you feel spiritually strong, then don't take that for granted, because you can get out of tune. We have cares in life that would help us, get dismayed or discouraged, and then pretty soon, if we allow it, we're starting to wander already from the path that the Lord wants us to stay in. So just a little reminder to us that we have to make sure that our hearts are always tuned right before the Lord. And how do we do that? Of course, for some people, I mean, they would say prayer is the one that keeps them grounded, or worship, or Christian fellowship, or listening to the word, or reading the word. All of those will contribute to us being grounded in the Lord. And so that's my encouragement for us today, that just like the guitar or any string instruments, I have to tune the instrument frequently, because it does get out of tune. So ganun din, it's the same with our heart. Okay, so good morning to all, and have a blessed weekend.